Hi, welcome to a quick walk around video for our Peugeot 3008. We don't get these very often, just took it in part exchange this week. We get asked for them quite a bit, so hoping this one might be popular. It's the 1.6 HDi, which is a tried and tested engine, and it's the Allure model. It's got some nice spec on there, a couple of buttons that I don't even know what they do, so I'm going to have to Google after doing this video. But yeah, really clean and tidy, especially for the age. The colour is Vapor Grey, according to the paint code. That's what Peugeot call it. It's a sort of beigey type grey, I suppose. That's how I describe it. So front fog lights here. Wheels are in reasonable order all round, not too many curb marks or anything like that. Quite big, 18-inch alloys. Chrome caps on the mirrors. These are folding and electrically adjustable. Gaps are good all round, colour match is good all round, couldn't spot any poor previous paintwork. We've got privacy glass with interior blinds as well. I'll demo those when we get inside. There's the next wheel, a couple of very small curb marks on that, but not something you'd refurb a wheel over, I don't think. Big glass roof there, that has an electric blind inside. Again, I'll demo that when we get in there. Parking sensors dotted along the black section there. It's a two-part tailgate, so that's number one. And this is number two. Now this is invaluable if you've got kids, like I do. We've got a Volvo XC90 that's got this set up, and sitting them on there to change muddy wellies and things is a fantastic little extra, and even changing baby on the top there if you put a little mat down first. 12-volt point over here, rechargeable light, which, although, you know, pretty old school, is still working. Doesn't illuminate all that much, I must say, but doing what it's intended to do. That doubles up as the interior light as well, look. Storage down here. I didn't actually look in this one, I've got no idea what's in there. I still don't. Could be anything. Right, I'll put that back together properly once I've done the video. So loads of layers here, and I've made it harder for myself by leaving that out now. It's like an episode of Mr. Bean, isn't it? Oh, bulbs, that's what was in there. There you are. If only I'd opened that bit first, it would have all been so simple. Right, then we have another layer here. This is going to be an effort to do with one hand, this lot. Right. And just when you thought it was all over, there's another layer. And there is the spare wheel and the tools. The locking wheel nut is present, that's in the car. Oops, I'm trying to put all this back together without dropping the phone. There we are. Bulb back in there, and that I shall replace after the video. Then you click that one up. Parcel shelf's present as well, by the way. And there is through loading. There we are. A few more little marks on that wheel there. Now I'm certain there was a dent on this side somewhere when I went round and looked at the pictures. Let me just double check the other side. I think I've missed a dent that I was meant to show you. Ah, there it is. Yeah. It's very shallow, but it's there. If I get it in the light, just about to see it. There we are. Right, back to where we were. Indicators built in under there as well. That's the fourth and final of the wheels. Screen looks good, no significant chips. There's a sensor in there, so it'll have auto lights, I believe. Right, we'll have a look inside now. We'll start at the back. Just starting to spit the rain on me as well. Okay, so we've got your child locks there. This is the little blind that I was saying about. They go down like that if you don't need to use them. Electric windows, of course. Mats present throughout. Black and grey patterned cloth interior. If you're not using the middle one, you can utilise the through loading and this armrest with cup holders built in. Isofix points for the two outer rear seats. Big glass roof that goes right the way back, so can be made use of in the back and the front. Separate heater vents and little storage. And a 12-volt point down there. Magazine holders in the back of the seats, and loads of legroom, of course. Right, I'll show you the other side, even though it's obviously exactly the same. all in good order. All 3 headrests present. Into the front then. Electric windows in the front as well, of course. Owner's manual in the wallet with some promotional bump as well. Mats present in the front. Height adjustment on the passenger seat. That's all in good order. Airbag here, which you can switch off here. And there's your glove box, nothing particularly exciting in there. I'm just going to show you something from this side, because I only caught it by chance opening this up. There is your auxiliary inputs, line in and USB. Show you that way there. Quite a cavernous storage area. It's got that optional tray and light, and it's quite a big old area that for storage. Right, that's that covered. Won't do that again when we get over the driver's side. Speaking of which, let's get around there. Okay, electrically adjustable mirrors, which are power folding as demoed here. Yep, they're folding in and out as they should with no noise. Electric windows all round. You can lock the windows and doors from here. Driver has height adjustment as well. A little bit of creasing to the bolster, and it's lost a bit of its substance. I don't know, how would you say that? It's just not as full here as it is here. But that's to be expected with the age. Doesn't look bad by any means. There's the last of the mats. Headlamp adjustments, parking sensors off, traction control off, interior perimeter alarm off, place to keep your parking ticket or your credit card. 2 keys, both remote locking, original Peugeot ones, and I'm going to hop in and show you the rest. Right, auto wipers, audio remote, auto lights, cruise control, leather trimmed steering wheel with flat bottom. There's the miles down there, moving a bit closer so you can see that. 84,919, very respectable for the age. No warning lights on, this is just letting me know that the lights themselves are physically on, and this is the handbrake on, obviously the fuel light. Still got 59 miles worth though, so enough for a test drive. Heads up display over here, which will look like it's flickering. I can't do anything about that, it's not in real life, but it just looks like that in the videos. Now, this is the adjustment for the heads up display itself. You should be able to see that moving down and up the screen a little bit. That's the brightness of it, and that's whether you want it on or off. This is the hazard lights. This, I think, must be something to do with the cruise control. Must have some sort of active cruise control. I'm going to Google those. That's the ones I was on about at the start. And then obviously you can lock the doors here. Sorry, I just got a little notification that took me away from it a second. Here is your radio. There seems to be I swear this wasn't here before I put it in for a valet last night, but I can't point any fingers. I don't know. A line through the middle there, which isn't like dividing the 2 sides of the display. It's just those pixels seem to be knackered. You can read everything fine. You can function everything, but it is there. Just going to turn that down just in case we get a copyright thing. So FM and AM radio, single slot CD. If we go into here, it does have Bluetooth for telephone and audio as well. These pixels have also given up a bit, but with a bit of interpretation you can figure out what you're doing. It's only the temperature for these ones. I've tested the aircon, that's blowing nice and cold. It's got recirculation as well. 6-speed manual gear stick, a little bit of wear on there. Electronic parking brake, another 12-volt point, cup holders, the locking wheel nut. That I already showed you from the other side. This is the blind for the electric. Is the electric blind for the roof. So the roof itself is static, that doesn't move. This blind just goes in and out, like so. Airbags over here. Illuminated vanity mirrors here. Interior lighting, that shows you which airbags, which seat belts, sorry, are plugged in. And then this auto dimming rear view mirror, which has got a bit of tape put over the sensor on the bottom, so I don't know what the story is with that. It's functioning as a reflective piece of glass though. And that's everything I can see. If I've missed something, please give me a shout and I'll pop out and check for you straight away. I will include as many pictures as possible of interior, exterior and paperwork to go along with this walk around video. Hopefully that gives you the impression of what it's like to visit the car here at the site without having to leave home. If you want to keep that going, you can of course leave us a small deposit and have this vehicle delivered. We do a lot of remote business now, very popular. If you're looking at purchasing the traditional fashion though, of course, come on down to the site. Here we are, main road car site, border of Fareham and Gosport, loads and loads of vehicles to look at. So if you're browsing, just pop in any time. Site is accessible 24/7. However, if there's one vehicle in particular you want to get in here, start the engine, get a proper feel for it, please do phone ahead and make an appointment. We're a small two-man business and can quite often be out and about even during the advertised opening hours. Whereas if you phone ahead, we obviously guarantee that someone will be here to accommodate you. And that's everything I've got to say. So thank you very much for watching.